On the move with Mechale and Sammie, where life happens.
Life happens. What's up, y'all? It's Mechale and Sammie.
Guess who back from the streets? Always running, always in the streets. But she back, y'all. She back.
I'm back in the streets.
Yeah, know where you was at? You was in the street getting that story, getting all the juice
Getting
in
the stories. So we're back, and we're gonna start off with Sammie and his sports. We got a lot of sports, you guys. I know if you guys are sports fans, exactly if you are basketball fans, and we had the draft, and I'm telling you, I call it the baby, I don't know what it was, but it was a draft, but
it
was babies being drafted.
I want to congratulate all the kids that work hard, put in the work, the time to be in the 2024 draft pick. Congratulations to y'all.
Congratulations to you.
It was not easy. It was hard. People don't understand, from 4th grade all the way up to now, you made your dream come true.
So I want to say congratulations. Now, so we know, Sammie.
Yes.
I'm in the midst of watching my grandkids go through their hard trainings and stuff. So congratulations to the kids and the mamas and the daddies and the sisters and the aunties and the grandmas and the next door neighbors. Everybody that was involved in those individual villages. Congratulations to whether you was a #1 pick or what was it, Mr. Insignificant or the last pick.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So the draft pick, the first 5 draft pick, the #1 draft pick was not even in the United States.
France.
It was France. He went #1. Hey, now if I may say his name wrong, but y'all it's Zion.
It was Zion.
Richardson. He was the #1 pick. He went to the Atlanta Hawks. Got to give him props up. The #2 pick was France as well. His name was Alex Starr. He went to the Washington Wizards. Now, that's going to be very interesting. 7-1, going to Washington.
That's a big boy.
Hey, not only that, they got a nice squad over there. They putting that together real nicely. The number 3 pick, hey, this little boy can shoot. He can go, and he went under the radar, but he good, and y'all don't even understand how good. But y'all gonna see. He went to the Houston Rockets. His name is Reed Shepherd. He was the #3 pick. Came from Kentucky. Come on, Kentucky. He can shoot the ball. Y'all need to watch out for that. That's gonna be very interesting. He didn't go to a great team. The Houston. Oh. He didn't go to a great team, but he went to a team might help him out. I don't know about that. Now, the #4 pick, he went to San Antonio. If he don't have defense, he's gonna get some defense. Cause San Antonio going that defensive team. So his name is Stephon Castor. He was the #4 pick. Guess where he come from? UConn. UConn, they play defense, but they big on offense. So if he goes to San Antonio, he a 6'3" guard, solid, good handles, strength. His shots ain't that good. They're gonna work on his shots. See, he can shoot, but he's not that great of a shooter. So he went to San Antonio. That coach over there gonna get him right on defense and all that. But the #5 pick. The #5 pick, y'all gotta give him more because he came from Dallas.
He sure did.
He came from Dallas. Duncanville. I see you. He went to Detroit Pistons. That's Ron Allen II. Ron Allen II. He's solid. I like his style. I like his game. But I think the Detroit going to put more defense on him to how to recover, how to rotate. But as an offense-wise, he's going to be solid over there. I think he can come over there to Detroit and get him a push on offense.
And he's a good shooter, too.
Yeah, on offense. He is. Now, the #9 pick is the biggest pick. The Memphis Grizzlies need a big. They need another big. And the 9th pick is the big guy. His name is Zach Edward. Edey.
And he's a big guy.
He a big guy. He's 7'3", 299.
Like, he is tall 299. And solid. He ain't linky.
He big and solid. He came from Purdue. Yeah. Purdue. But I think the Grizzlies with the combo of the wings they got, the guard, that big. If he come in and work, I think Memphis Grizzlies gonna have a good chance to go to the playoff if no injuries happen. Now, what I'm gonna talk about now, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care what any dad out there would do what LeBron James did.
Here we go.
The number 55 pick went to the Lakers, and they picked Bronny James. First, let me say this. Bronny James is not a bad ball player. He not. He not.
He ain't even scoring 6 points a game.
But that don't mean you got to be bad. He not.
He ain't a shooter.
He gonna go in and learn the game. He gonna be good enough to stay in the NBA.
Yeah, but my point is, he is not just going in there to sit on the bench because they want to make history. So in order to make history, they need to be on the floor at the same time. Now, yes, they made history because their name is going to be on the roster, a father and a son. But they want to make history as far as being on the court at the same time. So
they're going to be on the court.
They're going to
pre-game.
Pre-games?
Pre-games, he's going to play.
I mean, not pre-game, but pre-season.
The preseason game, they're going to play. He's going to play him. Because that's what you do. You play your rookies so they can get the feel of the game.
So you think he'll go to Vegas? He'll go to Vegas and play the pre? You think he'll show up there? Or he too big? He's
LeBron James ain't gonna play in those games.
No, his son.
Yeah, his son gonna play. Because that's how he gonna get his schedule. That's how he gonna get his skills up. That's how he gonna get his defense solid. That's how he gonna understand the game more about playing there. And y'all don't feel bad if you see LeBron James in the D League to get some reps. It's all about reps. It's all about getting your feet.
Let's talk about the health issues of Bronny. You don't think as a parent, would you push your son like that? And he's already had heart issues.
Listen, y'all.
Would you push?
Listen very
carefully.
carefully.
I know the mentality of an athlete.
Listen very carefully.
That's a special type of person.
As a parent, I'm not even talking about LeBron James or Bronny James and his the wife. As a parent, you're gonna always give your kids the best help and doctor you can to help your son or your daughter be healthy. Bronny James and the mama already have that lined up. His health issue, trust me, his health issue gonna be solid. LeBron James is not gonna let Bronny James to go out there and collapse or have a bad heart attack.
I'm not gonna say the word ego because it has nothing to do with his ego, but this is all about the mentality of an athlete. He don't need the money. He don't need the notoriety. He Bronny James. He's LeBron James' son. I don't think as a mother that I would let my kid be out there playing after he done had heart issues.
Well, if that's the case, you should have pulled him from college. He played in college his freshman year, so he did that in college. You should have pulled. I mean, you ain't playing ball at all. Well, you still let him play ball, Mama.
Sorry, he wouldn't have played.
But the daddy got everything.
Congratulations.
The dad got everything here.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm glad. I'm really glad. But let's talk about the ages. There was, up until you got into the second round draft picks, they started getting a little older. Yeah. Explain to me how these kids are coming in the draft
17 and 19.
Because I thought you had to do college or go overseas. Well, half of them from France or whatever, but go overseas and play. I didn't know you can come straight out. It seems like these kids are coming straight out of high school.
All these kids that in the draft went to college. Every last one of them, except France and overseas. You can be age of 15 in the pros overseas because it's the rule they have over there.
Okay.
Just like Luka, Dirk, and all that. They was pros before they even got in high school because of the rules overseas. Overseas players got more advantage than the United States does because they can be professional while we in high school and college, they can play professional basketball.
And still be in high school.
High school. Still can be in high school because of the rules they have over there. Now, for our rules, I think the last generation that can come straight out of high school, I think with LeBron James senior year. Like you can go straight from high school to the NBA. I think he was the last generation. Then after that, you have to have 1 or 2 years in college for you can go and be in the draft pick
I just
for
think
that.
so, 17.
Yeah,
that boy was 17, 18.
But you got to understand, my son graduated age of 17. He could have went to the draft pick at the 17.
What? No, not in the United States because he had to go to college at least a year, right?
No, because when he get in college and when he graduate, he don't turn 18 till after the summer. So in July, he would be turning 18. You can go in the draft pick. So he'd just be barely turning 18 or being 17 drafted. It's all about the birthday. And also, the kids, I hate to say it, getting held back.
Redrafting? We had this conversation.
Y'all talking about,
in my household.
To me,
I think it's ridiculous.
It's called holding back. I'm gonna reclass my kids,
That's
or
crazy.
I'm gonna held him back, or because you want them to do better in sports.
That's crazy to me.
Listen, y'all.
Crazy.
That don't work. That do not work. I mean, some people say it does work for their kids. Some say it don't.
No, that just means you got a child that's gonna do. You want a child to repeat the 7th grade or repeat the 8th grade just so they can play sports. As an educator, you are creating more problems because now you got a bored child in school that's going to start causing issues in that grade because he's already done that grade.
Yeah.
He has already completed that grade, and just because you want him to be sports, you're going to reclass him, as they say, and make him repeat a school year for sports. I think it's irresponsible.
Just make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It don't make sense to me.
If your son or your daughter is not dominant in their class, and you're gonna hold them back, and they still not dominant in that class, well, now those kids and the kid that he just left, y'all gonna meet up their senior year. Their senior year, you can't go down, you can't go up. So those two classes gonna meet their senior year. Cause when you get in 11th junior high or your senior, you can't go down. So it don't matter if you good or not good. If you can't be dominant in the grade that you're in now, it's not about being dominant.
Well, let me tell you.
It's all about getting your skills and your development and let everything work, because if you don't get your development and your skills down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So we got a Facebook Live comment on LeBron James from
Judy
Bailey, and she says, I strongly concur. Sadly, I believe it's ego. LeBron and his son will be the first father and son duo. They are making history. My son will not be playing. So what do you think about that?
I'm sorry. Make history. Whoever done it, that's not ego. That's an opportunity for us to get my son in the history book. And what ego do he have? He LeBron James. If that's the case,
he got ego. Come on,
if that's the case, he's been having ego.
Well, yeah, but
he's been having it. Put that crown on.
That chest gonna be like this now because
his chest is already like that.
Well, it's gonna be like that then.
His chest
it's gonna be like that
because LeBron James already.
I don't think they're taking
big.
So okay, so
let's
play the devil's advocate. Let's play the devil's advocate. He's on the Lord, and I don't want this to happen, but we're gonna play the devil's advocate. Let's say he out there playing, and you know what now comes more pressure on the body for Bronny. More pressure. He out there playing. He fall out. He just pass out, fall out. Now you got issues back up. What people gonna say? Now what?
But
now everybody can be saying, that was so irresponsible for LeBron and his wife to have that baby out there playing after he had heart issues and this, that, and other. So it's either or. Either something drastic is gonna happen or he gonna be in there playing. And I know it can happen to anybody.
Don't forget, before you go into draft pick, you got to have you got to have a physical.
I understand.
Before you even go into the draft pick, you got to have a physical.
Okay, that's true.
Before you go to the NBA combine, you got to have a physical.
I understand.
Before you even step on that court, you got to have a physical.
I get it. I understand.
So,
still, as a
health-wise
parent,
reason, he healthy.
You dealing with the heart.
He healthy.
You dealing with the heart. I wouldn't.
But
do it.
he
So
healthy. Before he even got on the combine floor, that all them doctors, LeBron doctor, the NBA doctor, the sports doctor, they already examined him.
Yeah, I understand.
So now he's free.
Thank you, Judy, for your.
But let your baby play. Let him play.
Thank you, baby.
Let him play. He good. And guess what, y'all?
I agree with you.
Guess what? And also, think about this. His daddy is not going to put his son in harm's way.
I think he's already done it.
What do you mean done it?
He's already doing it. Putting him in harm's way. I think he's already doing it.
In college or in the NBA?
Letting him play after that.
What, in college? Because he played in college?
Yeah.
So nobody didn't say nothing about then.
I said something about it then. Soon as that boy had them heart issues like that, he should have been done playing.
Why?
High sports.
If the doctor say boom, 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 he good, then he went on and passed all of this boom, 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 and he good, and the doctor said he can play, long as he do this, this, and this, let that young man play.
Well, you go. Congratulations, Bronny, and the James family. I'm rooting for you, my boy. I'm rooting for you.
Yes, hey, I'm happy.
So
I'm
let's
happy.
go and take a quick break.
I hope they can get on the court. LeBron James pass the ball to his son throw a ooh to his daddy.
Or vice versa.
No. I don't want the ooh to his son. I want LeBron James pass the ball to his son. He shoot a 3-pointer, but he gotta get his shot better. But I just want that pass to his dad. Son to dad. Come on, let's go viral. Son to dad? Okay.
Well, let's switch on our conversation that you had, your topic that you had last week.
Yes.
Now, the topic was, let me see if I get this right. A couple break up. Were they married?
No, just
couple break up.
Married, no married.
They have a infant child.
Between 6 months to 2 years.
And 2 years. 6 months and 2 years. How long should he or she, or they, the couple that broke up, wait before they not just date, but date and introduce that new person that they're dating to their child?
Yes. So, when we come back from our break, we're going to touch base on that. Okay? And then y'all can know from there. All right? We'll be back in 5.
Approaching, and the pick is in. Here is Adam Silver.
With the first pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zachary Rizache from Lyon, France, and France's J.L. Boron-Bress. With the second pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Alex Sarr from Toulouse, France, overtime elite and Australia's Perth Wildcats of the NBL.
Alex Sarr, 19-year-old, 7'5" wingspan. Jonathan Gavoni, our draft guru, says he has the...
With the third pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Reed Sheppard from the University of Kentucky.
I mean, no one had a bigger rise in the past year on NBA draft boards.
With the fourth pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Stephon Castle from the University of Connecticut.
The 2024 Big East Freshman of the Year, a unanimous pick. You see Dan Hurley right there.
With the fifth pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Ron Holland II from Dallas, Texas, and the NBA G League's team Ignite.
Okay, we're back. And I'm by myself. Sammie had to go. Sammie is a trainer, so Sammie had to go train. So had to leave us. So it's just me. So the question is, you have a couple. They split, but they have an infant child. We're gonna say between 6 months and 2 years. How long should they wait before they not just date, but date and introduce the person into the child's life? So if you guys have any comments about that, hit me. I'm on Facebook Live. We could talk about that. Me, I think you wait a little bit, but it doesn't mean you wait until you introduce the new person to the kids, but that don't mean you gotta wait to date, because you can go out to eat and the kids could be home with granny, or if they have older siblings, they can do that. So me, it's like, my personal opinion, I wouldn't want to date nobody with younger kids like that, because I love kids, so I would get attached. And me personally, I did date somebody who had an infant child, and I was kind of stuck with that infant child for about a year and a half. I'm not going to say stuck, because I loved him dearly. But now I was back changing diapers and packing diaper bags when my kids were teenagers. So that aspect I didn't like, but I think it's just an individual preference on it, how you want to do it. That's your life, your child. But I do think when you date somebody that has younger kids, you got to really make sure that their relationship is over. Because if you have an infant child with somebody 6 months, that's kind of fuzzy. I don't think that relationship is totally over. So I think you should make sure when you're entering into that new relationship that those old relationships are have depleted, and there's no going back and forth, because we all know once you have a baby mama or a baby daddy, you're forever connected to that person, and sometimes you go dipping and dabbing, going back into those relationships. So we'll revisit this conversation next week when Sammie is back, and then we'll have more Facebook, or someone will call in and we could talk about it. So now we're going to take one more break so we can pay some bills and I can get our next segment ready. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, welcome back to On the Move with Mechale and Sammie, where life happens. So our new segment, we're going to talk about grief. That is something that I'm really into. Grief, mental health, self-awareness, self-care. And our topic today is, can grief cause aches and pains? Physical aches and pains. And the answer to that is yes. Grief can cause body aches, such as back pains, joint pains, intense stiffness. And I'm going to tell you about the intense stiffness, because usually when you're grieving, you sitting for long periods of times, or you tend to, sleep a lot, lay in the bed. So your body gets stiff because you're not moving as much as normal. Even headaches. So in my grieving process, I deal with a lot of headaches. I suffer from migraines. So I don't get migraines, but I do get headaches. And my doctor said it's because I do a lot of overthinking. It's the chemicals in the body that causes the headache. So I deal with a lot of headaches, dealing with my long-term grief is what it's called. I'm getting a lot better. I dealt with the first year anniversary of my brother's passing, June 20th of 2023. So that big milestone for me I crossed that path, and it was bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I didn't grieve as hard as I thought I was gonna grieve, because I put the work in for that, knowing that that first year was coming. So before that first year came, you know, I would see my therapist, I would see my psychiatrist. So I kind of prepared myself, and I knew it was coming, so I was prepared. I was prepared for that day. But the day was a day. It came, I dealt with it, and I will forever deal with it. Proud of myself, got past it. But for some of you out there that I know are dealing with long-term grief, or that you're just dealing with grief altogether, my suggestion is to talk to a therapist. If you can't afford to talk to a therapist, find somebody that you're close to. Find somebody within your church, within your community. Reach out to me. I'm always available to talk. My number is 972-742-0285. So I'm always available. But when it comes to grief, mental health issues, I am a total advocate. I believe in talk. If you don't have somebody you can talk to, I always believe in writing. Writing is very therapeutic. Get you a piece of paper and just get all them feelings out on paper. It don't have to make sense. Don't worry about, spelling, because it's about you and that paper. And what it does is it brings all that stuff from the back of your mind, and it just lets you, throw it up. That's what I say. Just throw it all up and get it on paper and deal with those issues. Because if you don't deal with your issues, baby, let me tell you, they're going to come out in different ways that might not be so satisfying to you. So if you are dealing with some issues, you can get in contact with me at mechaleshome.com, and that's MECHALES as in Sam, HOME at yahoo.com. And once again, my direct number, and I will answer. If I don't answer, I will call you back, or you can text me at 972-742-0285. And I'm styling my hat from my Living Life Different collection. So that's the hat. So I have the hat, I have the shirt, I have a journal that says Living Life Different. I have that. So you can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up at the email I just gave you. You can text me if you're interested in merch. Sammie is EMD, so you can look him up. He has EMD products. Sammie has hats. Sammie has t-shirts. So you can get that merchandise with them. So it was nice hanging out with you guys. I apologize, but Sammie did have to leave, so you were stuck with me. Sammie will be with us on our next broadcast. We will have another topic that we could talk about. We're going to do we're going to start having you guys call in and talk with us live. We'll have a phone number for you on next week that you can get in contact with Sammie and I. But until then, this is Mechale and Sammie on the move, where life happens. Peace. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.